Hi there, I am the Discounter as found on Parent Nook forums. Look for me in the free stuff and discounts section of Parent Nook forums. And I'll be providing a link to Parent Nook forums and other links in the description of this video, so it'll be easier for you to find. In other videos, I've talked about how to beat Vegas slots, and I've given you the results. As a result of that, some of you have contacted me and asked questions. So what I've done here is I've written down the 10 top questions that I've been asked, and I'm going to try and answer them for you here on how to beat Vegas slots. So the title of this video will be Beating Vegas Slots. Since the other video is titled How to Beat Vegas Slots, this will be called Beating Vegas Slots, and I'll throw in some little extra stuff as we go along. Okay? Anyway, question number one is, as we discussed in the video How to Beat Vegas Slots, which I will provide a link in the description, so please look for it there if you haven't seen it, is how do we use your method in the machines now that they use ticket in, ticket out methods. It's actually not that difficult. It's a little bit frustrating, but it's not that difficult. What you do is, if you're sitting down at a machine, then you need to figure out what the machine is. Okay, if it's a let's make it simple. We'll make it a dollar machine. Okay, let's say it's a dollar machine, and the max amount of play is $2. Okay, so you've got a max amount of play of $2 per play, and so now you need to sit down and figure out how you're going to do this. Now you know that you're going to play, let's say, $200. So that's 100 plays. That's what you're going to do. 100 losses. Okay? Now, before in the past, what you would do is when you would have your original set of money, whether it was $100, $200, and when that money was gone, then whatever money was left over was yours. Okay, the problem with the ticket in, ticket out, and they probably did this on purpose so people don't use this method, so you keep putting money in the machine, is now you're going to have to count your losses. It's not the same as counting cards and blackjack, but you need to count your losses. This makes it a little difficult if you're with somebody to talk to them, because you need to keep track. So again, if you're playing a dollar slot and the max play is $2 per play, then you have 100 losses. So each time you lose, then you count that as one. Okay, and I'll explain more about what a loss is and what a loss isn't in one of my other questions I have here. But just keep in mind that whatever your amount, so use a calculator on your cell phone if necessary. So if you're sitting down in, let's say, a nickel machine, and it's 5 cents max play, and you have $40 to sit down with, you have to figure out. Now, not everything is going to compute exactly right. Okay, sometimes it's going to come out where you have 66.3 losses that you count. Well, guess what? Then you count it as 66. Don't go the higher number, go the lower number. Remember, the object of the game is to bring money back. And again, see the video, How to Beat Vegas Slots. The link is in the description. Okay, next question. Next question is choosing. Okay, and by choosing, it's choosing a machine. It's not what you think. Okay, choose a machine you're comfortable with. Okay, and we'll get into more about different types of machines and some of the other Vegas myths that are out there about machines. Find a machine you're comfortable with. A lot of times these story machines that have multiple icons and lines that go this way, that way, that way, that way, sometimes that can confuse somebody, and you might not play the way you would. You might play a little recklessly, or make assumptions that don't exist. Oh, I thought I was going to win if I did that. Okay, find a machine you're comfortable with that you understand. Okay, there is no easy machine. There's no, play the one that's in this location or that location. Okay, I'll talk about later on when people are asking other questions about some of the Vegas myths. All right, there are no machines. They are all random. A computer generates the numbers. I've talked about this before. By the time you pull that handle or press that button, the computer is generating numbers. Okay, there is no hot machine, cold machine, or anything else. It's just what it is. It's random. The only time you would have any choice in a machine that might be hot or cold, if you even want to call it that, is when you're talking about progressive machines, and we will get into that in another question as well. Third question, where to play? And again, we've talked about this, okay? As far as bringing money back, as far as winning money, payouts or whatever, the worst odds, if you want to call them odds, on collecting any money out of a slot machine would be in the Vegas Strip. Okay, I know that's where all the action is. I know that's where all the fun is. I know there's things to do there. But if you're going to play slot machines on the Vegas Strip, you're going to lose money. Okay, this is where playing using this method will help you some, because there's a quitting option, which is another question I will talk about in a few moments. Okay, the Vegas Strip is the worst place. The next best places are going to be downtown and the Boulder area. Downtown, you know, obviously the Four Queens, Golden Nugget, places like that, they have a high payout ratio that's higher. Okay, the payout ratio for the Strip is around 90-something%. It's around 92, 93 for downtown. In the Boulder area, it's around 92, 93. Boulder area doesn't have as much there. There's not as much going on. Samstown, a couple other places. So, you know, if you're not looking to do a whole bunch of other things, it's a bit out, so you're not close by anything either. You can go there and you do have better odds, but again, you know, you're going to be limited on things to do. You know, one of the neat things about the Strip is they have so many other things you can do while you're there. You know, there's movies, and there's the CSI experience I've talked about. There's the MGM TV screening that I've talked about. There's all the shows. There's the free shows like the Sirens of TI and the Volcano Show and the Water Show at the Bellagio. So that is a beautiful show. Watch the Bellagio Water Show. Get there early, because there's probably going to be a lot of people standing around. It's a beautiful show. And the Sirens of TI is good, as well as the Volcano. So there's things to do, but again, gambling on the Strip is going to not get you money. Okay? What we do is we do whatever we want to do at the Strip. In the areas near there, we might gamble a little using the quitting method, which I'll talk about. But overall, we don't try and gamble, you know, go downtown. Now, the best place to gamble is going to be the Gene Prim area. That's Whiskey Pete's, it's Prim Valley, it's Buffalo Bills, and the Gold Strike. Okay, all those places have the highest payout ratio of the entire Vegas area. It's, if you're coming from California, it's about 45 minutes before you get into Vegas. It's right there at State Line. The first thing you're going to run into when you get off the 15, it's going to be, you know, the Prim hotels. So Prim Valley, Whiskey Pete's, Buffalo Bills, and then about 10-15 minutes further down the freeway is the Gold Strike. It's a wonderful place. They've changed ownership. They've you know, they recently changed their buffet. I haven't ate there since they changed the buffet. The cafe that was there was excellent, so I got to presume that the cafe is probably just as good, if not better. Okay, so those are your places to gamble. If you want to make money, you want to win money, I would suggest that you stop at Prim or Gene on your way in and or on your way back. And honestly, if it were, what we like to do is we like to at least spend one night there. Okay, so if we're going to Vegas, if it's a 3-night trip, then it's going to be 2 nights in Vegas, 1 night in Prim or Gene. Usually Gene. We like the Gold Strike. Okay? All right, next question is how much? How much do you gamble? Well, you know what? That's up to you. Okay? You know what your limits are. You might come there with several $1,000s to gamble. You might come there with several $100s to gamble. You might have less than $100 to gamble. So what you gamble is going to be entirely up to you, but using the method I've described in my earlier video, How to Beat Vegas Slots, will still help you bring back money. And again, I can't guarantee this, but throughout the experience of everyone who has used this method, we have seen a return of no less than 55% of money gambled, all the way up to 90% of money gambled. So if you gamble $100, you got 90 back, or you got 55 back, approximately. Okay, so you know, like I said, how much is entirely up to you. Don't go crazy. Don't presume you're going to get all this money. Okay, that's where a lot of people make the mistake. Okay, be conservative. That's not a political statement. Be conservative. gamble what you feel you can. Make sure that your gambling money stretches. By the way, I strongly urge you to separate your gambling money from other money. Basically, we separate everything. You know, this is food, this is a room, okay, but separate your gambling money so you don't get yourself into a bind where you run out of money and you need to eat or something else. So separate your gambling money at the very least from other money. Okay? The progressive machines, okay, we talked about this. The progressive machines payout ratio is going to be less than the payout ratio for a non-progressive machine. Okay, yes, the progressive machines have those $2 million jackpots or whatever they are, but that's what they want you to do. Those machines pay out less. So if you want to risk it for the big payday, I would suggest you keep the amount you play low. In other words, if normally you play $40 on a machine, play 30 or 20 on this, because you're not going to come out as, even with this method, it's not, you're not going to come out as well as you would on a non-progressive machine. Okay, these machines pay out higher, but they take your money faster. So be very careful about playing the progressive machines. If you want to take the gamble on that, again, I would be very conservative with how much you spend. Do not put a lot of money into these machines or you're going to be frustrated. Okay, quitting. Well, we talked about this earlier. What this means is if your machine that you're sitting on, and this happens in the Vegas Strip more than anywhere else, if the machine you're sitting on isn't paying out and it hasn't paid out anything in, let's say, 4 or 5 spins, quit. Cash out. Cash out. Take your money. Separate it, which we'll talk about. Separate it and walk away from the machine. Okay? Chances are it's not going to pay out. So stop it. Quit. Walk away. Hiding cash. I just talked about that. Whatever you win from a machine, which again, I talk about in the video, how to beat Vegas slots, put someplace different. That money goes home with you. Generally, when we play, I'm holding the money. I will put the money in a different location on my person, in my wallet, or whatever. And that money we already know is coming home with us. It doesn't get touched for anything. We don't spend it. We might look at it, but we don't spend it. We don't touch it. It doesn't go anywhere. It's in a separate place. That's the money to come home with. So when you see those numbers that are boasted, like $3,000 gambled, $2,800 brought back, that's why the money didn't get spent on anything else. Separate those monies. Okay, again, watch the video, how to beat Vegas slots, and you'll get more on that. Bonus reels. Some of these machines have these little bonus tries. You definitely take advantage of that. Just make sure what you're doing isn't a win all or lose all situation. Okay, if it's one of those things where it asks you if you want to double down, and you're gonna, and I'm not talking about blackjack, but if let's say you won, let's say it's a nickel machine and you paid 25 cents to play and you just won 50 cents, and it wants to know if you want to double down. You know what? It might be worth it, but if you lose, it counts as a loss. Okay, you might want to try it, but if it's a bigger win, if it's let's say it's a 25-cent play and you won, let's say you won 50 cents, not 25 cents, a win, not total. Okay, then you might not want to do that, because that's what they want you to do. They want you to take the risk, lose the money. Okay, so again, if your win isn't all that big, go ahead, take the risk. But if your win is fairly substantial, by fairly substantial I mean, let's say double your original bet or more, then I would suggest that you just not go with it. And just remember, the object of this game is to bring money home. Okay, what is a loss? Now that's a very good question, because a lot of people are confused on what is a loss. A loss is any amount of money you don't get back that is the same amount that you put in or less. Okay, so if your play is 25 cents and you win 20 cents, that's a loss. Now, if your win is 25 cents and it's 25-cent bet, then it's a win. That's how you count your losses. A loss is anything under your original bet or play. Okay, so again, if you're playing a quarter machine and you're playing 3 quarters and you get a couple cherries and you win, or you get something and you win less than 75 cents, that's a loss. Anything 75 cents or above is a win. Okay, last and certainly not least, there are a lot of myths out there. Okay, Vegas has a lot of myths. Oh, play the machines that are near the bathroom, or play the machines that are near the cage. Or play. There's no special machine location to play. Okay, like I said earlier, the machines are done randomly. They are on a computer system. There is no hot machine. They're all random. So there is no hot machine to play. All right, there's no specific place to play. No specific location. The end machines don't pay off any better than the machines in the middle because it's random. It's not how many plays. The machine's not due. There are no machines that are due. Everything's random. A computer picks the numbers as soon as you pull that lever or press that button. Okay? So make sure you know what you're doing. Make sure you're not buying into the Vegas myths. If you have any questions, feel free to contact me through this YouTube channel. Okay? I am the Discounter, and you can find me on Paranoid Forums in the free stuff and discount section.